everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and I have another what's for dinner this week. So let's just get right into it. I've been really loving doing the voiceover style because it goes faster and I'm all about that quick paced life, especially when it comes to recipes. I'm like, okay, I just want to know how it's put together instead of like a long drawn out description of how it's made. But I've been loving doing that, so I'm going to continue them like that, and thanks for watching. Okay, so tonight we had barbecue chicken, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. This was a really good, healthy, simple meal. So first I started with peeling and cubing up 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes. I also cut up some onion. This adds so much flavor. I sometimes skip the onion, but whenever I put it in, I'm like, no, it definitely tastes way better with the onion. And then I had this bag of broccoli, so I put that on and I cut in half some of the ones that were bigger. Then I added some olive oil and my normal seasoning, pepper, salt, garlic, chili powder, and some Lowry's. I put that in the oven at 425 for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until the broccoli was cooked and the potatoes were soft. I then put 2 chicken breasts in a Ziploc bag to marinate them. This was a last minute decision. I had a craving for some barbecue honey lime chicken, so I just kind of made this up. I added some Sweet Baby Ray's in there. This is hands down the best barbecue sauce. I put in some honey, and then I wanted some lime juice, but I didn't have any, so I got creative and I used a little bit of this margarita mix because it just tastes like lime. Put it in the fridge for around 25 minutes and just let it marinate, and this was so good. I then put the chicken in the air fryer. This made it really crunchy on the outside but soft on the inside. I do wish I put foil down before I cooked it though, because the barbecue sauce got really stuck on there. But other than that, it was so good. It looked like it was done on the barbecue and the flavor was amazing. I just pierced the sweet potatoes with a fork just to make sure that they're nice and soft, and that's how I know when they're ready. Then I just plated it up. This night we had marinated pork and then air fryer sides. So I had these sweet potato fries, wedges, and baby Brussels sprouts, and I had a little bit left in each of the bags, so I just threw it all in there and let it cook for 20 minutes all together. The pork chops that I used are from Costco and they're pre-marinated. They're like amazing. And they're also a pretty affordable option, and they're pretty big. We eat these probably like once a week or like once every 2 weeks, and they're just a good substitute besides like beef, chicken, and ground turkey. Then I made my favorite sauce for my sweet potato fries. I used Greek yogurt and buffalo sauce, and this is a healthy dipping sauce that you can dip lots of things. I dip sweet potato fries, I dip chicken fingers in. Just like a really good sauce for your sides. That's way healthier than most sauces out there. So then I just plated all that up, and again, this was a very easy meal and took very little effort. And then I just sprinkled with some Lowry's on just to add some flavor to it.
Yep.
And then I had this pulled pork that I bought at Costco to try. It was $10 for some pre-cooked pulled pork. There was 2 of those bags in there, and it came with a barbecue sauce. This was really good. It's already pre-cooked, so you just have to put it on some heat for like 3 to 5 minutes. But with that, I put some broccoli in the air fryer. I just put some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder on here. And then I started cooking the pork. I only had defrosted 1 package out of the 2, and I was thinking that it might not be enough food for us. I should have done the 2. So I ended up having a hankering for some mac and cheese. So I Googled mac and cheese for 2 because I didn't want to make a really big one. And then I made it, and it actually was so incredible. So I'll show you, and I also link down below what recipe I used. So here I was just putting in the pre-cooked pulled pork into the pan and just put it on medium and just let it heat up. So for the mac and cheese, I started with cutting up some onion. I've never added onion into my mac and cheese sauce before, but this was a game changer. It added a lot of flavor, and I am going to do this from now on. So in this saucepan, I put 2 tablespoons of butter and just let it melt. And then I added in the onions to cook up. I also put in some salt and pepper to season it a little bit. And then I cooked my pasta in some boiling water. I used a cup of pasta here for the 2-person recipe one. Once this was nice and boiling, I added in some flour to thicken up the sauce. And then I added in a cup of milk. Once it was thick like this, it was pretty much ready. I did stir it pretty much the whole time. And then I added in the cheese and just stirred that around and let it melt for a while. That sauce smelled so good, and it was really good, and it was the perfect texture. In an oven-safe dish, I rinsed and drained my pasta, then added it into the dish. I preheated my oven at 425, and then I added the sauce with the noodles. Then I just threw it in the oven and let it bake until my husband was home. This was the perfect portion for a side for the two of us, and I did have some leftovers for lunch the next day, which mac and cheese tastes so much better the next day once it's marinated. But this was really good, and I highly recommend this recipe as a side, and again, I'll link it down below. But it was a great addition to our pulled pork. I just plated up my broccoli and got ready to put together my pulled pork sandwich. I toasted up my bun, had some iceberg lettuce, and then put the pulled pork on. My husband added mayo and a cheese slice to his, but I just liked mine like this. There is the mac and cheese. It was so creamy. So tonight we are having chicken taco wraps. So I just added some chicken broth into the slow cooker, added in 2 chicken breasts. These were still slightly frozen. And then I added in taco seasoning and ranch seasoning. Because this was slightly frozen still, I put this on around 2, and then I put it on low for around 4 hours, and then I switched it to warm after. But when we were almost ready to eat, I wanted to cook up some peppers and onions to put on our wraps, so I had these frozen ones, which I use all the time, and they're so convenient. And then I just chopped up some iceberg lettuce for the wraps. There's nothing better than iceberg lettuce on burgers or wraps. It's so good. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.